the set for Team Philippines. Coach Dante is still going with his lineup in the second set.
Tough moments here for the Philippines. Backs pressed against the wall as they're down 2-0. Retamar on the serve. Nizar goes up to Rivan. Hinabol ni Retamar papunta kay Bagunas. Picked up there by Nizar. They go up to Rivan again from the open side. On the other side, Retamar chooses Brian. Picked up by Bastian. It has been a long rally here so far. Back row, Espejo picked up by Bastian still. Rivan denied by the blockers of the Philippines. They go to the other side with Sigit. And Sigit gets the first point after the very long rally.
Well, first long rally, if I'm not mistaken, here in this match. But it was that set of Randu to Sigit which caught the blockers of Philippines a little off guard.
Now Sigit is on the service line. 1-0. Picked up by Espejo. Retamar, one-handed set, tip, or over ball from Bagunas. Great save coming from the middle. Sumagot, Brian Bagunas.
Sharp angle by Brian Bagunas. Well, all throughout the match, his angle shots have been unanswered by Indonesia.
Buhay moments.
It's on some of his down-the-line attacks that he gets checked a little bit. But his cross-court attacks have been superior or superb for Brian.
And a serve there for Bagunas. Picked up there by Bagunas on that hit. They go up to Brian back row. Espejo on that setup, but it doesn't work. Overcooked. Brian asking for a check. Check awarded to the side of the Philippines. It's 2-1 for the Philippines. Bagunas on that sharp serve. On the other side, Donnie Haryono down the line.
Donnie continues to be a problem for Team Philippines. Showing a lot of attack variation in his attempts. Cross court down the line.
2 points. Both sides of the court. Randu on the serve. Retamar goes up. Back set para kay Ranran Abdilla.
Ranran Abdilla showing that he also has that power needed for the opposite position.
Francis Saura now serving. Set up. They go to Donnie. Great dive. Nizar going to Rivan now. Net violation for Mark Espejo.
A little too eager on the block of Espejo. Something I'm noticing in Team Indonesia right now is not much attempts coming from the quickers. All the points coming from the pins.
Rivander Mulki on the service line. Picked up by Ricky Marcos. They go up to a quick. Kim Malabunga has been very effective on that middle hits. See that again. Great adjustment there for Malabunga.
Well, it's easier for middles to adjust to a miss set that is a little bit higher than lower.
Freebie for Indonesia. 4-all.
Donnie is back to the service line for Indonesia.
Means we have Sigit and Rivan up front, or rather Sigit up front. Rivan still in the back row as Espejo going cross court there.
Can't leave a single block for Mark Espejo. With credit also to that perfect receive by Brian Bagunas. Just redirecting the ball from that power serve by Donnie.
Espejo on the serve. They go up to a quick on the side of Indonesia. On the other side, sasagot Brian Bagunas on that swipe.
Perfect dig also from Abilia. Now Philippines to a 2-point lead, just like they did in the first set.
Smart play there coming from Retamar and Bagunas. Espejo now serving. Nizar goes up to Sigit. Sigit finding the line. Dulo. Sagadat.
What a set by Nizar.
Yuda. Mardian Saya. Serve. They go up to Bagunas. Just swinging it through.
Right, Bagunas finding that gap between the blocker and the antenna, even if a triple block is set up in front of him.
Donnie Haryono there on your screens earlier. Nizar going up, back row to Haryono off the block.
Not much attempts from the pipe for Indonesia in the first two sets. But now Donnie is being engaged. He has been unstoppable in the left wing. So might as well give some balls also to him for the pipe.
Now Captain Nizar will be serving. Picked up there by Bagunas. Bagunas for the hit, and Bagunas converts. Philippines ahead again by 2 points as we enter the first technical timeout. Don't go away, magbabalik po kami dito sa SNA.
Technical timeout. As you see, Mia Geiser on your screen right now. Kat Bersola, future doctors from UP, enjoying the match here. Some moments to celebrate right now because we're in a 2-point lead. Philippines against Indonesia. Retamar continues to serve for Team Philippines.
Joshua Retamar going for that jump float. On the other side, Nizar going for that quick to Randu, trying to give off some energy to his teammates. See that again. Celebration of Randu has been hyping up the Indonesian crowd. Philippines still ahead by 1. Picked up there by Marcos. They go up to Bagunas. Inangat ni Bastien. And cross court for Ivan.
Break point 1 by Team Indonesia. After that successful dig by Nizar. Set up by the libero to Rivan.
Things easily tied up after that first technical timeout. This is the third set. First 2 sets have been very tight for these 2 squads. Just as I say that, Philippines gets a freebie. Brian Bagunas now will march to the service line. What a serve. Nizar choosing Haryono to answer back, and
what a set,
yeah,
from Nizar. Just have to see how fast that was.
Is it the release, Doc, that you're noticing to be very different?
Yeah. How fast the release of the ball from the hands of Nizar.
Randu remaining unfazed by the crowd as his service sails long. Philippines up by 1 point.
And the thing about the setter of Indonesia, Nizar, is the release is very much commendable. It's just that the variation of the attempts or the variation of the plays that has been still a little lacking. Still much to see from the middles in the pipe.
As the Philippines goes up to Espejo, broad jump. Cross court off the block, working for Mark Espejo.
Another break point for Philippines. Back to a 2-point lead. Still with a full front line.
Let's look at that. When Espejo jumps, he flies. Serve from Saura. Nizar going up to Rivan to answer back, and he is successful. Philippines just coasting through with a 1-point advantage.
Rivan showing a little bit of how effortless it is.
Did you see that last minute change from Nizar? Just twitching his back. And the Philippines gets a freebie there coming from Rivan.
Back-to-back service errors coming from Indonesia.
2-point advantage for Team Filipinas. Serve there coming from Abdilia. Haryono trying to find the line, but that's overcooked. Another freebie for the Philippines. 13 to 10. 3-point advantage. Abdilia serves. Ooh, what a serve. Hinabol. Rivan on that tip, picked up there by Malabunga. They go up to Espejo on that tip, and Espejo just being way too smart on that last play.
Espejo seeing that the blockers were anticipating a long ball or long attack.
Timeout, Indonesia.
Sabi mo nga, Doc, annoying yung mga ganyan. Yung Mark Jesus Espejo. As Indonesia calls timeout, Philippines nagpapakita lang ng galing dito sa third set with this 4-point advantage, getting those lucky breaks. What else can you add there, Doc?
Well, Philippines starting to be more aggressive in their services right now. And coupled with some attack errors on the side of Indonesia. Philippines now with their biggest lead of the set at 4.
But this has been also the situation in set number 1, where we saw that 4-point gap that Indonesia easily dismantled. And the Philippines will try to maintain and sustain this as Abdilia serves. Sharp serve again. They go up to Haryono. Haryono overcooking that once again.
Blockers of Philippines putting a little pressure on Donnie.
Oh. So much pressure for the young 20-year-old. Serve again from Ranan. Nizar goes up back row. Rivan. Ooh. Nice try there from Brian Bagunas. But they still maintain a 4-point advantage on the side of the Philippines. Indonesia trailing behind at 11.
Could have been a conversion for Philippines with that stop block from Mark Espejo.
4 points as Indonesia serves. They go up to Espejo with that, as Doc Aging says it, annoying
At the second
attack.
technical timeout, the score 16
And that
to 11.
brings
The
us to our
Philippines with
second
the lead.
technical timeout. Philippines up by 5. City, Philippines. The Philippines in their hometown facing a tough Indonesian squad, as we see that is Coach Arnold Lanyog in the crowd. 5-point advantage here, the third set for Team Pilipinas. Indonesia snatching the first 2 sets away from the Philippines. Philippines looking to extend this as Mark Espejo overcooks that last serve.
Well, it's one of his services that he has developed this year, if I'm not mistaken. Going for a wind-up for a spin serve. But the split-second contact, he will go for a float. It's proven effective in quite some occasions.
But on that last play, unfortunately, it did. But Indonesia will try to answer back with Sigit.
Block goes out. That Great point for Indonesia. Once again, a speed play coming from Nizar. Two, despite the scramble in the transition.
So 2 straight points for Indonesia. So we see Jack Kalingking. Baguna sinabol. Tamar with a tip. Back row for Indonesia. Make that 3 straight points. And this was the same moment in the first set, Doc, if I'm not mistaken.
When Indonesia made a run of their own.
Philippines calling timeout now. Doc, so far, what do you think does the Philippines need to do if they want to extend this match?
Timeout, Philippines.
A little bit more defense definitely on the pins of Indonesia, because we haven't seen much attempts from the pipe or the middle. So it's really the positioning of the blockers in the left wing and the right wing is going to spell the difference for Team Philippines at this point. Has been their asset in the first 2 games, but relatively absent here in this match.
As we see this last play coming from Irvan. The Nizar and Irvan connection is very strong for Indonesia. We now have Yuda serving for Indonesia. Picked up by Bagunas. Bagunas there on the hit, triple block. Doesn't work because Bagunas gets that off the block.
Bagunas just using his elevation. Giving it off the hands of Randu.
But what's obvious here now, Doc, is alam na ng Indonesia sinong babantayan. They're establishing those triple blocks against Bagunas and Espejo. If Indonesia gets another point there, let's see that again.
Finding their groove in the attack once again. Just too fast in the set of Nizar.
2-point advantage for the Philippines. This was as much as 4 earlier. Serve from Nizar. Ooh. Sharp serve. Retamar on that tip. Bastian was there. They go to Rivan. Hinabol ni Ricky Marcos. Great save. They go up to Bagunas. It's too low.
Bagunas a little overworked at this point.
Bagunas trying to adjust there, but just goes straight to the net for Brian.
5-point lead, down to 1 for Indonesia.
Serve from their captain. On the other side, they choose Abdilia. It doesn't hit any blockers. Goes straight to the net. So it's tied at 17 now.
Similar instance in our first set. Philippines leading by as much as 4. Equalized by Indonesia.
Call by the Philippines. Block touch.
Philippines challenging that last call for a block touch. Coach Dante still looking unfazed. Calm and collected, Coach Dante Alinsunurin from NU, also the head coach of the champions in the UAP.
Crucial challenge for Coach Dante right now, because it could spell a 2-point advantage.
This can swing the momentum on the side of the Philippines as the challenge seems to be
successful.
Good challenge on the part of the coaching staff of Team Philippines.
Great call from Coach Dante Alinsunurin. Let's see how this swings the momentum of the game as the Philippines gets a 2-point lead again. Retamar now on the service line for Filipinas. Picked up there by Don. They go up to Rivan. Rivan converts it easily.
Rivan still the ace player of Indonesia. High percentage in his attempts.
He's going
Just
through the
too
seam.
quick.
Yeah.
Just too quick for the blockers to establish.
Now it's Ardian who serves. Picked up there. Retamar goes up to Bagunas. Converting it from the other side.
Bagunas going long into zone 6.
What a hit there from Brian Bagunas. Still, work is not done on the side of the Philippines. 2 points ahead. Tough serve. They go up to Revan, who answers back.
So far here in the third set, Revan has been the unanswered problem for the blockers of Team Philippines.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 9 out, number 10,
Much
Hernanda
credit to the speed of
Zulfi.
Nizar and how fast he sets.
Now on the side of Indonesia, Hernanda Zulfi is fielded in. Terima goes up to Abdilia, who gets denied with that block.
Big block point for Donny to equalize the match or the set at 19. Just in the right position.
That's
Denying
going to be,
denying the down the line attack of Bagunas.
it's going to be a momentous dock for Team Indonesia. This could just change it to their favor again. Marcos, Kalinking rather, on that pickup. They go to Espejo off the block. And that checks right in the line for Team Indonesia. Indonesia now ahead by 1 point.
Just like that, the 5-point lead earlier eaten up by Indonesia, and now they have advantage. Randu on his third consecutive serve.
Serving, picked up there by Bagunas. They go to Espejo. Gets denied by the double block.
I think what's frustrating now for the Team Philippines is quite an easy serve coming from Randu, and they're not able to
Timeout,
establish a
Philippines.
good play.
Philippines calls timeout again. Two-point advantage for Team Indonesia. Nerves are kicking in. The Philippines needs to win this set to extend this game to a fourth and possibly a fifth in the set. As Randu continues to serve. Picked up by Marcos, who misreceives it.
But once again, it's that easy serve from Randu.
Sometimes it's the easiest of things that is harder to answer. Philippines still trying to clinch for their lives here. They go up back row. Bagunas off the block. On the other side, Revan. Picked up there by Terima. Randu was there. Denying them was Saura. They go up to Haryono and Donny. Just unstoppable with those fast cross courts.
Indonesia feeling it right now. Momentum is on their side. And Randu still serving for Team Indonesia.
It's been
they were down by 2, so it's a 5-point run for Randu in the service area.
over-received, but ginawa ng paraan. Espejo given a really tough angle there to hit as Indonesia gets the set point, the match point advantage here.
Suboptimal passing against that floater of Randu. It has been problematic for Team Philippines towards the end of the third set.
Match point for Team Indonesia, and Randu gives a freebie now to the Philippines. Will this be the spark of hope for Team Filipinas as they're down by 4 points?
All relies now. Saura.
Served. Nizar goes up to Revan, and Revan just finds space there
At
inside
the
of
end
the
of this match,
Philippines.
Indonesia wins in straight sets, 25-23, 32-30, and
Indonesia
25-20.
Now becomes the sole top seeded team from this group. Philippines slides down to number 2 and possibly faces and will be facing Thailand in the crossover.
So Team Indonesia showing why they are a perennial contender for the gold in the Seagames. Halting that Cinderella run by the Team Philippines.
But it's not yet over for the Philippines, as nothing is impossible here in the Southeast Asian Games.
Just a tougher situation for Team Philippines, as we will be up against defending champions Thailand.
But tougher times just means it's time for our Pinoy spikers to show their might. Panahon na para ipakita ang galing ng Pilipino sa susunod na mga laban. As looking at the scores, just to look back, set number 1, 25.